Have you ever wondered if your cat understands that you love her? After all, we say warm words to it, pet it, care for it, but does it perceive it the same way we do? Cats are not dogs. They don't express emotions so obviously, and if you want your cat to really feel your love, it's important to use the signals that she understands. Today, I'm going to talk about 8 ways that you can tell your cat, "I love you," in a way that they will definitely understand. Some of these ways seem obvious, but there are some that surprised even me. For example, when I learned about the 7th and 8th point, I realized that I may have been expressing my feelings to my cat incorrectly all along. Watch to the end so you don't miss these amazing discoveries and find out which familiar gestures may actually be the most important to your pet. The slow blink is the cat kiss. Have you ever noticed that a cat can look at you and then blink slowly? It's not an accident or tiredness. It's her way of telling you that she trusts you and feels safe around you. In the cat world, a direct, staring gaze can be perceived as a challenge or threat, but a slow blink is a sign of love and affection. Studies show that cats are more likely to blink this way toward people they trust. It's like they're saying, "I'm calm, I'm comfortable around you." If you want to reciprocate, try doing the same thing. Slowly close your eyes, hold them for a second, and then open them gently. If the cat responds with the same blink, congratulations, she really loves you. Some cat owners admit that after doing this, their pets behave more affectionately, they come up more often, rub against your legs, jump on your lap, so give it a try today. You might be surprised at how easy it is to tell your cat "I love you" in her language. Talk to your cat. Your voice is important to her. Many people think that cats don't understand words, so it's useless to talk to them, but it's not. Cats are very good at picking up intonation, tone of voice, and can even memorize certain words if they are associated with something pleasant. Have you ever noticed that a cat runs up when it hears the sound of a food bag opening, or starts purring when you say something affectionate to it? The point is that cats respond to the tone and rhythm of speech, as well as the emotional coloring of the voice. If you speak to her calmly and softly, the cat feels safe and comfortable around you. Interesting fact, studies show that cats prefer to be spoken to in a high, gentle voice, just like we do with babies. Try experimenting. Tell your cat her name in an affectionate tone of voice, and then in a slightly lowered voice. You'll notice how she responds better to the first option, but the best part is that cats can respond to their owner if they enjoy socializing. If your pet sometimes meows back when you talk to him, it means that he perceives you as part of his social group and supports the dialogue. What is the right way to talk to your cat to make him feel your love? Use a soft and calm tone. Avoid harsh sounds. Say her name when you want to get her attention. Try intonation. Stretch vowels. Speak a little higher than usual. Notice how she reacts. If she meows or purrs, she likes the contact. Try talking to your cat today. Tell her how your day went, or just say something affectionate. You may find that she listens attentively and maybe even responds back. Slow and gentle touches are a love language that a cat will definitely understand. Cats are very sensitive to touch, and they are very good at recognizing when their owner strokes them lovingly and when they do it mechanically or too insistently. If you want to say "I love you" to your cat, it is important to learn how to touch it correctly and choose the areas that give it pleasure rather than discomfort. But there's one thing to be aware of. Cats don't like rough, harsh, or overly intense stroking. If you stroke their back or tail too vigorously, they may fight back, run away, or even bite. This is because a cat's skin is very sensitive to touch, especially around the spine, ears, and whiskers. Some cat owners make the mistake of not taking their cat's individual preferences into account. For example, one cat likes to be stroked on the chin, another cat likes to be scratched between the ears, and another cat tolerates touch only at certain times. To know what your cat likes, watch how it reacts. If it starts to rub against your hand, presses its ears, or even purrs a little, you're doing the right thing. But there are certain comfort zones that most cats like: the forehead and the area between the ears. This is where cats like to be gently scratched. It reminds them of how mama cat washed them when they were babies. Chin and neck, a very sensitive area, especially if the cat trusts you. A gentle scratching in this area may cause her to purr. Cheeks and whiskers. If the cat rubs its head against you, this is a sign of trust. You can gently stroke it where the whiskers meet the skin. It usually makes them feel good. chest, and the area between the front paws. Some cats like to be lightly stroked in this area, but not too insistently. What do cats dislike? The belly. While some cats will allow their belly to be stroked, it is a very vulnerable area for most. If a cat shows you its belly, it's not always an invitation for petting. Sometimes it's just a sign of trust, but with no desire for physical contact. Tail. Many cats don't like to have their tail stroked, especially if you do it for a long time. This can irritate them, as the tail is an important tool for communication and balance. Paws. Cats rarely allow their paws to be touched unless they are used to it from childhood. What is the right way to pet a cat so they can feel your love? Start with gentle movements. Approach the cat slowly, give her a chance to sniff you, and assess if she is ready for contact. Watch her reaction. If she reaches for your hand and rubs against you, she likes it. If she tenses up, pins her ears back, or starts wagging her tail, it's best to stop. Use gentle, smooth movements. Imagine you're massaging her, not just stroking her. This will help create a deeper connection. Respect her boundaries. If the cat leaves, don't try to hold her back. This will only reinforce the negative perception of contact. Sometimes even a short but sweet touch will mean more to her than compulsive stroking. If you follow these simple rules, your cat will begin to trust you even more, and his affection for you will grow stronger. Try it today. Wait for your cat to come to you and pet it the way it likes to be stroked. If it purrs or touches you with its paw, you're speaking the language of love. Allow your cat to mark you. This is an important sign of trust and affection. Cats are territorial animals, and odor plays a huge role for them. There's a reason they rub against furniture, objects, and even you. It's how they mark their territory and show that you are special to them. If a cat regularly rubs his face, paws, or even his feet against you, it's his way of saying, "You're mine." But why is this so important? Unlike dogs, who express affection through active interaction, cats use smells as a way to socialize. They have special pheromones on their head, behind their ears, on their chin, in the cheek area, and on their paws. When a cat rubs these body parts against you, it leaves its individual scent, which makes it feel safe. Interesting fact, cats only rub on people they consider part of their family. If a cat rubs against you constantly, it is not just a gesture of affection, it literally includes you in its social circle by marking you with its scent. How do cats mark people? By rubbing their head or cheeks against your hand or face. This is one of the most sincere signs of love and trust. When a cat does this, it's telling you, "I like you, you're my friend," rubbing against your legs. It's not just a way to get attention, but also a way to exchange odors. The cat sees you as part of its space, jumping up on your lap and stretching out on you. This is the ultimate in trust. If a cat is doing this, they are not just tagging you, but they feel very safe around you. A kitten may knead you with its paws. This behavior comes from childhood. When kittens suck milk from their mother, they knead her belly with their paws to stimulate the flow of milk. If an adult cat does this to you, it means she associates you with someone she can trust as much as her own mom. What should you do if a cat rubs against you? Don't push her away, even if it's not always convenient. Try not to push your cat away when she expresses affection. If she rubs against you and you push her away, it can create a negative association with her. Respond to her with gentle touches. You can gently stroke her head or cheeks to strengthen your bond. Speak to her in a calm voice. Cats respond to intonation, and if you say something affectionate, it will make the moment even more pleasant for her. Allow her to mark you. If she rubs against your hand or feet, don't remove them. The cat sees this as an exchange of odors, which means it builds trust in you. How do you know if a cat sees you as his? If your cat regularly rubs up against you, jumps on your lap, sleeps next to you, and shows other signs of affection, it means he sees you as part of his family. The more often a cat tags you with its scent, the more it loves you and considers you a close friend. So if a cat rubs up against you, be happy. It's her way of saying, "You're my human and I trust you." Play with your cat. It's her way of communicating and expressing love. Many people think that cats play just because they are bored, but in fact, play is one of their main ways of interacting with the world and with those they love. When you take the time to play, the cat sees it as a sign of attention, care, and affection. In the wild, cats hunt, and even domestic pets retain this instinct. For them, play is not just fun, but an imitation of hunting, an opportunity to practice reactions, develop coordination, and release energy. When you play with your cat, cat, you become a part of this process, which means you bond with him on the deepest level. Why is play so important to a cat? It's a way to express trust. If a cat is actively playing with you, it means she feels safe. It shows that it doesn't see you as a threat, but as a partner. It's a form of communication. Some cats don't like to be petted or picked up, but are happy to play with their owner. It's a convenient way for them to spend time together. It's a way to relieve stress. Cats, like humans, can accumulate stress. Active play helps them release their emotions and feel better. It's boredom prevention. If a cat doesn't move much and doesn't get new impressions, it can start to show destructive behavior, spoil furniture, climb on tables, or even show aggression. What games do cats like the most? Hunting for prey. Use a feather teaser, balls, or mice. Anything that imitates prey. It's important to move the toy around so that the cat feels like a real predator. Games with tunnels and boxes. Cats love secluded places where they can hide and attack unexpectedly. Set up boxes or tunnels to make the game even more fun. Play with interactive toys. There are many gadgets that can keep a cat occupied, such as automatic laser pointers, spinning feathers, or balls that roll on their own. Tugging and catching. Some cats enjoy pulling on a string or catching prey with their paws. The main thing is not to make too sharp movements so that the pet is not frightened. What is the right way to play with a cat so that it feels your love? Play sessions should be regular. It is better to play with your cat for at least 10 to 15 minutes a day than once a week, but for an hour. Give her opportunities to win. If a cat is constantly losing the hunt, can't catch a toy, she may lose interest. Allow her to catch the prey occasionally so that the game is fun for her. Use a variety of toys. Like people, cats get bored with the same thing, so change up the entertainment periodically. Do not use your hands as a toy. If you play with your cat with your hands, it may start biting or scratching even during normal socialization. It is better to use special toys. Play is one of the easiest ways to show your cat that you love her. It gives your cat not only a physical activity, but also an emotional connection with you. The more you play with your cat, the stronger your bond becomes. So try it today. Pick up your cat's favorite toy and take some time to play with it. You'll notice right away how she'll start to show you more attention and trust. Take care of your cat's comfort. Cozy and safe as an expression of love. Cats may seem independent and self-sufficient, but in reality, they are highly dependent on the environment in which they live. Creating a comfortable and safe environment is one of the most important ways to show your cat that you love them. Unlike dogs, who bond more to humans, cats also bond to space. Their home is their personal territory, and their emotional well-being depends on how comfortable it is. If a cat feels cozy, if it has its own favorite places where no one bothers it, if it is not stressed, it will be more relaxed and happy, which means it will trust you more. What does a cat need to feel cozy and safe? Private places. Cats are predators, but in the wild they can also be prey. That's why they instinctively seek out secluded places where they can hide and feel safe. If your cat doesn't have such a nook, she may experience anxiety. Give her the opportunity to have her own nest. It can be a house, a shelf, a cozy box, or just a spot on the closet where she likes to climb. A warm and soft sleeping place. Cats sleep 12 to 16 hours a day, which means a comfortable place to rest is a necessity. If she has a warm bed, a soft blanket, or a cozy spot on the couch, she'll feel protected and relaxed. A clean restroom. This may seem obvious, but many owners don't keep their cat's litter box as clean as they should. Cats are incredibly clean creatures, and if their litter box is dirty, they can become stressed and even ignore it. A clean and properly fitting litter box is a show of care that a cat will definitely appreciate. Fresh water and food. Cats don't drink much water, so it's important to make sure it's always fresh. Better yet, put in a fountain with running water, as many cats prefer to drink this way. A quality diet, balanced and appropriate for her age and health, also says more about your love than you think. Vertical space. Cats love to climb higher. It makes them feel secure. If you don't have scratching posts, shelves, or a tall house, try adding such elements to her environment. She will definitely appreciate it and will spend more time around you. Absence of stimuli. Loud noises, pungent odors, and drafts can all make a cat's life less comfortable. Try to analyze if there are any factors in her environment that may be bothering her. For example, many cats don't like the smell of citrus fruits, certain perfumes, or household chemicals. How does your cat show you that she is comfortable around you? It sleeps next to you or even on top of you. She purrs when you pet her. She doesn't hide for no reason or go to hiding places too often. She comes to you when she wants affection. Caring for a cat is not just about petting and playing. It's also about creating an environment where she feels happy, relaxed, and protected. The more comfort you provide her, the more she will trust you, and the stronger your bond will become. Allow your cat to be herself. Respect her boundaries as a sign of love. One of the most important ways to show your cat love is to respect her boundaries and individuality. Unlike dogs, who crave attention and constant contact, cats are more independent. Each cat has a different personality, level of affection, and need for companionship. Some pets like to sit in your arms and be petted, while others prefer to keep their distance and show their love in their own way. And this is absolutely normal. Why do cats value personal space so much? They are natural predators and loners. Unlike dogs, cats are not used to living in a pack. They can form social bonds, but they maintain their independence. They choose when to socialize. If a cat wants affection, it will come to you, but if you force it, it may start to avoid you. Coercion causes stress. Trying to forcefully pick up your cat or pet it when it doesn't want to may cause it to ignore you or even become aggressive. What should I do if my cat is avoiding you? Don't be intrusive. If the cat is withdrawing, give her space. The more you respect her boundaries, the more she will trust you. Be patient. Cats decide for themselves when to socialize. Just let her come to you when she is ready. Use the invitation method. For example, sit on the floor and do something without paying attention to the cat. Often curiosity will take over and the cat will come over to see what you are doing. How does the cat show you that its boundaries are being violated? It turns away or walks away when you pet it. It starts wagging its tail, a sign of annoyance. She pins her ears or pushes you away slightly with her paw. She bites or scratches. This is the ultimate sign of displeasure. Why does respecting boundaries strengthen your bond? When a cat realizes that you won't force her to do something she doesn't like, she begins to trust you more. The more trust, the more often she will take the initiative and seek socialization on her own. Relationships with a cat should be based on voluntariness, not on coercion. Remember the main rule: if your cat feels that she can be with you on her own terms, she will start spending more time with you. Give her the freedom to choose, and she will respond with love. Develop rituals. Cats love predictability and feel cared for through habitual behaviors. Cats are real fans of routine. They love stability and predictability because it gives them a sense of security. Unlike dogs, who can easily adapt to different situations, cats prefer their lives to be measured and clear. And if you have rituals together, it's not just a nice thing to do, it's a way to strengthen the bond and show your cat you care. Why are rituals so important for cats? They create a sense of reassurance. If a cat knows that you pet her every morning, play before bed, or feed her at the same time, it makes her life more predictable and therefore less stressful. They help build trust. When a cat knows what to expect from you, she becomes more comfortable around you and is more likely to take initiative on her own. They strengthen the emotional bond. Even simple habits, like having a cup of coffee in the morning when the cat sits next to you, or sitting on the couch in the evening, bring you closer. What rituals can you create with your cat? Morning greeting. If your cat comes to you after bedtime, say hello. Gently pet her, or say a few affectionate words. She will look forward to this every day. Play together at specific times. If you take out your cat's favorite toy every night and play with it for 10 to 15 minutes, she will start to look forward to that moment. This will create an emotional bond. Bedtime ritual. Some cats like to go to bed next to their owner, or come to them before bedtime for affection. Let her feel that this moment is important to you. Feeding on a schedule. Cats get used to eating at the same time. Not only is this healthy, but it also builds their association with you as a caring owner. Share time together on vacation. If you have a habit of sitting in one place, such as a chair with a book, and your cat comes there often, make it your ritual to give them a seat nearby. Give them some attention. How do you realize that the ritual is working? The cat herself starts coming at certain times. She waits for your attention and reacts to familiar actions. She becomes calmer and more confident in your presence. What should you do if your cat is not used to the rituals? Start with something simple. Pet her at the same time. Give her attention before bedtime. Do everything unobtrusively. The cat should see it as a pleasant habit, not something imposed. Be patient. If you repeat the same action consistently, eventually the cat will get used to it and start to wait. Rituals are not just habits. They are a way of saying to the cat, "You are important to me and I want you to feel comfortable." The more of these moments you have in your life, the stronger your bond will become.